Y'all don't even know where I'm filming at. Listen. Check the digs out. You ready? You can't even really see it. Oh well. Whatever. Whatever. Listen. We on the porch. Hold on. Shh. I know y'all hear nature talking to you. Alright. I'm gonna try and make this quick because I lost. I lost everywhere. I put up a good fight. So really I put up a good fight in one league and both of our teams didn't show up in the other league. So I guess we can start with the old COVID special because we survived. Let's talk about it. I have the quarterback to match Patrick Mahomes. I don't have anything else. Listen, so fantasy got a funny way of making you think you got a shot. I didn't have a shot. She had Jamal Williams. I have DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is officially the running back 2 on the Detroit Lions. So that means I only have one strong running back. AJ Brown had a bad week. Matchup plays never work. But Joe's still so cold. 29 points. I'm just saying. Josh Jacobs, 17 points from Josh Jacobs. You can't beat that with a stick. Free agent Melvin Gordon fumbled one too many times this year. He's out of here. DJ Moore's back to being regular. Darnell Mooney's finally scoring. We outside, baby. We outside. Darnell Mooney's scoring touchdowns now, so I mean, can't do nothing about Darnell Mooney scoring touchdowns. The Vegas defense ended up scoring 7 points. I was expecting -2 from them. I ain't gonna cap. But they did go against Denver, and Russell Wilson is trash this year. Dan Carlson started a little shaky, but ended up being Daniel Carlson. My team didn't do too bad, so okay. Patrick Mahomes got 28, Joe Burrow got 29. Josh Jacobs got 17, Austin Eckler got 17. So far we keeping up. Jamal Williams got 25. The Patriots defense got 17. We still not that far off, right? We still not that far off. Then Dan Carlson got 13 points. And I don't have another double-digit scorer. I got 9.8 from DeAndre Swift, which really should be like 19.8. Can we just get him back to real RB2 numbers, please? Killing me, man. It's killing me. I'm not gonna make the playoffs in no league this year. I feel like my playoff dreams, being 3-8, my playoff dreams are pretty far out there. I have snuck in the back door as a 500 team, but we only got 15 games and I already lost 8, so I can't be 500. So I have to win, or I have to make it in at 1 game under 500 is my best shot. 109.8 to 97.9. I really don't like losing, guys. I really don't like it. But what can you do? That's what's happening right now. Anyways, on to the You See Me in the Middle window, the OG special. Y'all better get used to that. I hope that Steve let me be in this league every year so I can do this. Every year. I really wanted to beat Trenton this week, man. I really wanted to beat Trenton this week. And then Trenton's team did me the luxury of not pulling up, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. We might be on to something. Because, you know, he got like Justin Jefferson and Josh Jacobs, Damian. I went against Josh Jacobs twice. Both Josh Jacobs teams beat me in fantasy this week. Also, Trent beat me and he has Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback. That's salty for me because Not that it would have made a difference on my team, but Aaron Rodgers scored 19 points exactly 0 times on my squad. So, good for you, sir, for picking up those points from Aaron Rodgers. So it wasn't terrible. Like, it wasn't terrible. Like, it was terrible, but it wasn't terrible. Like, because I still had a shot. Like, I need to stop going off of the Deontay Johnson name that he's on the bench now. Like, until you score, I need 15 fantasy points from Deontay Johnson. 2 times before he go back in my lineup. Now I gotta start being stingy, because if you ain't scoring no points, how am I sneaking the playoffs if you're scoring 6.2? It's not your fault. You went against the Bengals, and they're really good. Also, George Pickens did this thing against them. The Steelers scored 30 points. Mariota, thank you, sir. You showed up. You did your thing. Kamara, a little shaky. I'm flexing him next week. Paris Campbell got me more points than any wide receiver that I started. Darius Slayton got me 13 points on the bench. I'm scared to my problem is I'm scared to trust those guys. Like, if they're not like consistent every week, like people that just sit on the waiver wires and they score all their points out there, but then when I put them on my team, they don't normally do nothing. Like, so my nerves was just bad. That's all. With Darius Slayton, I'm probably gonna start him this week. Wardell Robinson just went on IR, and who else Daniel Jones gonna throw to? This would be the week that Darius Slayton get 3 catches for 24 yards and a fumble, so he gets 0.1 fantasy points. No big deal. Or 1.1, however that math go. I should have started Garoppolo. I thought about it last week because he had Brandon Ayuk going on Monday, but it would have only been 8 more fantasy points than Marcus Mariota scored. I lost by 13. So I just would have been 8 points closer and still mad. But yeah, his team did us the luxury of not pulling up. Damian Pierce got shut down by Washington. Justin Jefferson got shut down by Dallas. The Saints defense I didn't get mollywopped. They actually still won, but they gave up 20 points and a whole bunch of yards to the Rams, with and without Matt Stafford. But he still had them heavy hitters, you know, Josh Jacobs 19, Ayuk, Mark Andrews, Ramondre Stevenson, like, you know, people who you can lose to. People who you can lose to. Also, I had Graham Gano. Graham Gano got me 0 points in fantasy. I don't know if I've ever been so quick to drop a kicker in my whole life. You don't know how bad that shit pissed me off. Getting 0 points from your kicker. Forget. In that moment, I wasn't thinking about YouTube. I said the cuss words. Whatever. They're probably gonna come and get me for that. But whatever. 100.58 to 87.34. I scored under 100 points again. I spent the first 7 weeks of the season scoring under 100 points, and then the last 4 weeks, or the last 3 weeks, I scored over. I won one of those under 100 point games because that person didn't set their lineup. But weeks 8, 9, and 10, we was doing numbers. It's okay. I know our team gonna be back. I had Tua and Godwin on the bye this week. My teams are weak, for real. Like, let's call it what it is. Like, points are being scored everywhere. They're not being scored on my team. My team's weak. So we're gonna hope for a miracle. See if we can sneak in this thing, and then hopefully do a better job drafting. I did so much research, man. This year drafting, it didn't even help me. I'm 3-8 and 4-7. And then even in my little small leagues where I don't even count, like, my best record is 7-4, like, and 5-5. And I'm not winning nowhere. And I feel like I got all kind of players in all kind of spots. I'm not winning. Not this year. But yeah. There's a bunch of Thursday night games. Obviously, I'm tuned in. It's Thanksgiving. So make sure you set your lineups tonight. This video will be out before that 12:30 kickoff, so you'll be able to see it. We got a bunch of teams on Thursday night, on Thursday day and night. I'm not gonna get into it all. Just know I'm tuned in. There's a bunch of matchups. Let me see what my lineup looked like for this one. Tua is back. Kamara, Mixon probably not going to play. I already picked up Samaje Perine. He's right there. Godwin, Darius Slayton, Paris Campbell at the wide receivers. Those are the persons that I have on my team right now who are scoring the most consistently. And so I got to start him. I'm not starting Deontay Johnson no more until he give me some points. Maybe James Robinson, maybe Deontay Foreman. I picked up Garoppolo for a matchup play later on down the line. Now, as far as the other lineup goes, Joe Burrow, Austin Eckler, as per usual. I got DeAndre Swift on the bench because I think that Elijah Mitchell has a better chance of scoring more fantasy points this week. Even though DeAndre Swift goes against Buffalo and they'll probably have to throw a lot, they just don't give him the ball until after either they're game already in hand or game already out of hand. You know? So I'm just looking like he is a flex. I mean, he's a flex, but I can't. Like, it's too far. Cortland Sutton, hopefully something finally come through. I'm really shooting for the moon because, like, either I'm going to win or I'm not going to make playoffs, like, at this point. But I can't stop setting my lineup. Like, Pat Fryermuth, I'm trying to see if you'll do something over T.J. Hockenson because T.J. Hockenson got to play the Patriots. It says that the Patriots are 25th against tight ends, but it's the Patriots. You know what they are in fantasy on defense? 1. So I'm not going against it. As a matter of fact, I'm starting that defense. That's why I'm not starting T.J. Hockenson, because that would be done on my part, in my opinion. George Pickens, you will not be on the bench anymore, and I will not miss out on your points anymore. I'm sorry that I've been doubting you. I watch you steadily climb these ranks every week. You are scoring points, my friend. You got shut out by the Eagles and you had a bye. Other than that, you're scoring 12, 11, and 14 points respectively in the COVID Survival Teams League. A bunch of points everywhere else. I got you in as many places as I can have you because I'm not missing out on that no more. So, and of course I switched back to the Kansas City kicker because he's Kansas City kicker. Watch he only get 3 points this week. Really, I be speaking that stuff into existence because I try and set myself up. Because if I say he's going to score for 30 and he don't, I'd rather be sad about what I expected than to have high expectations from players and then them not perform. And seeing as though I've been going through performance issues all year, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that nobody pulls up for me this year, for the rest of the year. So, I play James this week. He going to the playoffs. I'm probably going to get molly-whopped. No big deal. I play Steve on the other side. He going to the playoffs. I'm probably going to get molly-whopped again. Steve scored 167 points last week, and 60 of that was from his kicker and his defense. Yeah, let that sink in. Let that sink in. It's all good, but you know what I'm saying? We're working. 3-8, 4-7. We're still going to try and make something shake. Hopefully this podcast goes longer than just... If I don't make the playoffs, I don't see the reason to record past the end of the season. I'll record the playoffs if I go to the playoffs. But I'm not about to make y'all videos every week of my team in the consolation bracket. We don't put money in the consolation bracket. It's winner take all. So it means nothing. Less people will try, and it's annoying. But alright, so that's kind of sort of the wrap up. It's Thanksgiving week. I'm probably going to edit this tonight, so it's going to take me a few hours. It'll be out tomorrow morning, though, before the games drop. You heard me? It's your boy. We love it here. You see me swiping? We outside, baby. Y'all think I'm playing. Hold on. Y'all think I'm playing. We outside, you heard me? I'm just saying. Anyways, it's me. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, hit the sub, tell your friends. We love y'all. See y'all next week. Happy Thanksgiving.